EA Sports, within the game. That was the perfect call out there. Once he got the blocks, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
Fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Fielded just inside the 30. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught by Slayton. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 38 yards. And the Giants will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's right, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Complete to right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
They give it off here to the tight end, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they send a man in motion right. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll drop to throw. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Agnew now to return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, Lawrence rolling to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down. It's right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him at the 12. 61 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, Lawrence. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.